Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome back. It feels like it's been so long. It's only been maybe 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but uh, but it feels like it's been forever since I was last on here. But it's nice to see you. I hope that you all had a lovely festive period, and welcome back. So we're gonna start off with a nice chilled out one for our first stream of 2024. We're gonna have Leoni back again to do a few more portraits for us because it's like
Why
Pokemon. We
not?
got to catch them all. We have to get a full set, right? So
Except for Alan.
except for Alan, yeah, but you know, we can't work miracles. Alan's would put us all to shame. I think Alan's would make us look bad. So um, so today we're going to be doing some members of our production team who are very lovely. So we have Katie and Lewis today. I did let them know that we'll be doing their portraits today. I can see Katie's in the chat. Hi Katie, how's it going? Welcome.
Hey,
But feel
Katie.
free if you guys want to do portraits with us, maybe a little self-portrait, then by all means follow along. But if not, then just hang out and have a good time as always. But Leoni, I'll let you take it away and get started.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. And also, I think today is the Jayden's anniversary in the Mooncolony team.
It
So,
is. It
happy
is.
anniversary to Jayden. You have to
Thank you.
send a bunch of hydrates for him today. Okay.
No,
So,
thank you. I totally forgot.
yeah, I saw when I opened the email today. Okay. So, if you watched other streams that we did, we started doing some that were more Halloween theme. I don't know if people can see already on stream, but I have on the left bottom left corner the
Yeah, I'm just
the ones
hiding my
that
camera.
yeah, the ones that we did already. So we started doing Halloween theme once. So I did one of myself, one of Militza, one of Jayden, and one of Emra. And then because they asked me to do more, and Halloween was over already. I tried to go to something that is more fantasy oriented. I don't know, RPG characters or something. So I did Christina, Jill, uh, Rin, and Dan here. So today, uh, I did not had time to sketch anything, so I can show my process from the beginning because
Yeah.
most of these I had already did a small sketch before we started, so I can show you a little bit more of my thought process of how I do portraits of someone. Because when you designing a character that is not supposed to look like a real person, it's easier because you can do whatever. But if you're trying to make a character look cool, interesting, have good shape language, and also resemble someone that exists, is a little bit trickier.
Hmm.
Because like when you try to, at least for me, when I try to draw someone, if I'm not very confident, I tend to go too realistic, and uh, uh, in this case, I want to have something that is a little more stylized. For example, like I did Jayden's head here is like super long, not realistic at all in terms of shape, but it's very interesting. But when I did, I don't know, like Rin or maybe Christina, I was a little less confident, so it became a little bit more realistic, a little bit. So what I'm going to do today, because there's no point of me like repeating the same thing over and over. I have my references here. We're gonna start with Katie. And what I'm gonna do this time is that I will probably have something that is similar to what we did before, but if I do that, it's just coincidence. I'll not try to make it fit. I will allow myself to be a little bit more loose with gesture and things like that. I think it will be more interesting, especially because we have this reference in the middle
Yeah.
that she's like in the actual pictures she's holding a bird, a falcon or something. Uh, and I think this gesture is nice. The hair flowing a little bit back and the arm going in this direction. So I think I'm gonna be a little more loose with this, not like this. What do you call it? Mugshot? I think I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes
Okay,
sense.
so uh, when you are drawing someone, if you know the person, if you see the person in person, if you if you at least saw videos of a person, you can get way more information how the person actually looks like, because when you have just a picture, uh, you usually fall into the issue of having just one angle or having just one light setting, because the face have a lot of volume. But for example, if I look at these two pictures, the light is very similar, so it's hard to see how the form of the face is actually is. This one is a little nicer in a sense that I have a little bit more information in the shadow part, but the shadows are harsh and make the face look different from this one, you know. So it's when you know the person and you saw videos of a person, it's easier for you to know how to balance these things. For example, one thing that I know about Katie, seeing her
Mhm.
on uh like video calls or in person when I got to the UK, is like the mouth shape. I think is the biggest giveaway that is Katie when you draw like a portrait. It's like her mouth is a little bit like this, and like the bottom lip is very like this. I don't know. It have a bunch of this waviness in the
Yeah.
mouth like this, you know. So if I manage to find a mouth shape that looks like hers, will be better. Like in this angle, is not very uh, likely that you would get this information, you know. So I'm gonna start with drawing a Katie portrait, and I'm gonna use
Nice.
this one in the middle as a starting point. So what
Sure.
I like about this photo is the diagonal, and like how the eyes are going this direction and the face is going this direction. So I'm gonna
Hmm.
do something using that.
Um,
If you have any questions along the way, please ask.
yeah, go ahead. Something I was going to say is that loads of people have just shown that they're on their 20 stream streak, which is
Oh,
amazing.
nice.
Yeah. Christina, of course. Christina pretty much always watches the streams. But thank you so much. Ignacio, regular in our Discord, thank you. Melissa, thank you once again. You're always here. Um, Skullpel, thank you so much. Uh, hopefully, hopefully you stick around for another 20 or more. Uh, yes, hello everybody. Whenever Leonie mentions anything in the references, I'll just turn my camera off and show it to you because it's behind my head.
Oh, oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine. But I also saw the hydrate from Checkered Cat. Thank you so much. You didn't see it, but I did drink. I promise. I will do it again, just for proof. The tone you said that, you're always here. Well, you know, I expect you to be here, Melissa. I'd miss you if you weren't here. Skull Pal, I'm gonna be here forever. Yes. Yes. That's what we like.
You're gonna be here forever.
Yeah. You're locked in.
Cannot leave.
Yeah, I hope everybody had a great Christmas if you celebrate it, or a great New Year. Let me know in the chat what you got up to. I'm curious. Lots of different countries have different traditions when it comes to Christmas. So while we're doing these portraits, tell me about it.
Yep. Here we have a bunch of snow decoration and snowman, things like that.
Yeah, even though it's like the middle of summer for you right now.
Yes, 35 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, Christina asked Leoni, how is your very warm Christmas?
Warm.
Warm. Yeah.
That's the answer. And it warm and rainy here this season.
Oh man. Our Christmas was surprisingly warm as well, actually. I remember waking up on Christmas Day and putting my Christmas jumper on and then going, I don't need this. I don't need this on. I'm boiling. It was so warm. It was like 15 degrees, I think.
15? 15 is very cold for me.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, it's the UK. 15 for us is like perfect temperature.
If you go on the streets here in my town when it's 15, everyone is like super cold and wearing all the jackets they have. It's funny.
Yeah.
But 15 is okay.
Normally, yeah.
I think below 10 is too much for me.
Yeah. Below 10, yeah, below 10 is where I would start saying it's cold.
Yeah, like below 10 here, we are freezing because our houses are not prepared for it. So it's very cold inside.
Yeah. Marcalo says in Brazil we throw some lights and call it a day. Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
but like public spaces, shopping malls and things like that, they have like snow decorations, which is funny.
It's so funny how like the northern hemisphere's interpretation of Christmas just became like
yeah, because it's where the tradition comes from, right?
Yeah.
It's like Halloween makes no sense for us also because of the like you have the longest night in the year or something, but we have the longest day. It's like the opposite.
You need the opposite.
So it makes no sense. If these holidays that are based on seasons, if we want to adapt, like Halloween would be 6 months earlier, would make more sense.
Yeah. Man, I feel like I'd really love to see like a summer Christmas where all the decorations are like surfboards and and like sunglasses. You know,
yeah, it would be
that
cool.
would be so weird. Christina says, I've been talking about global warming ruining Christmas for years. I know, me too. I feel like every year I sit there and I'm like, I can't believe we didn't get any snow. It's so sad. I haven't seen snow that I could like sled on for, I don't know, like 10 years. It's
Yeah, for me
so
it's
sad.
35 years already.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been unlucky enough to never have snow that you can sled on.
Not even a single drop. No snow at all.
Man. Yeah, we just get ice now. I feel like we just get ice and then it just gets slippery and horrible. Checkered Cat, Britain was warmer than Texas. We had like +9 degrees Celsius. What? That's wild.
Texas, yeah. Nice. Okay.
Katie she looks so smug.
Like she have like a small pointy thing, chin. It's
Yeah.
not super pointy, but like because of the reference and the diagonal, it's like extra pointy.
Yeah.
But she's an elf or something, so it should be okay.
Yeah, it's allowed. It's allowed. Messiah says I don't like cold because you can't wake up early. Oh man. I fail that even on a nice day. Even on a warm day, I fail waking up early. It's just not something on my agenda.
I don't know why, but I thought he was going to say, I don't like sand. It's
I don't
rough
like
and
sand.
irritating.
It's rough, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere.
Best line ever said in a movie.
Yeah.
To a girl,
Man.
and then you kiss the girl.
Yeah. The ultimate pickup line. I'm gonna try it, just hey, I don't like sand.
Yeah.
It's rough and coarse and irritating.
Imagine like you're in the nightclub or something. You don't have to say anything more than that. Just come and say that. You should be cool. Should be okay.
Yeah. You just say it and then just walk away. Just don't even wait for a response. You just
Oh,
say
but
it and
she will run after you for sure.
Oh yeah. Marco Lewis says that they had a 35-degree Celsius Christmas. Oh man.
Oh.
That's Brazil, baby. Let's go.
Yes. 35.
Man. We're lucky. Well, I say lucky. We're unlucky if we get a 35-degree summer. Melissa said maybe that's Anakin's way of showing his feelings and opening up. Don't judge him. It turned out great. They're a lovely family. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it turned out great.
Yeah, it turned out fantastic.
No issues at all.
Yeah.
Very healthy relationship.
Yeah, I sure hope nothing bad happens to them.
So this is the pro tip for you guys. If someone come to you and say something like that, run. Don't form a family with this person. He's probably a psychopath. So if Jayden comes to you and say that, run.
Run, yeah. Look, I'm not a psychopath, I promise. I couldn't say that if I was. Thank you, Alan. Not Mooncolony Alan, but other Alan. Thank you, Alan, for resubscribing with Twitch Prime. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Prime. Thank you.
Oh, Leonie, there's a message for you in the chat, but it's It's in Portuguese, so I can't read it.
Go on.
Uh,
You can do it.
Every time I do this, it's so embarrassing.
Oh, but it's cool. I
Uh,
bet people love when you do it.
Fala Leoni, bom dia. Representan nós aí? I don't know.
Okay, it was perfect. I understood perfectly.
Yeah, what was it?
Hello, Leoni. Good morning. Represent
Oh,
us.
nice. See, my Portuguese is coming along great.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
You can come live here, and no one will notice that you're not Brazilian.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know any Portuguese. I know tiny bits of Spanish. Come to Brazil. Yeah. Mooncolony World Tour. You know, when you get like YouTubers and stuff who do live shows for some reason, they'll go and like tour the US or something. It's gonna be us.
Yeah.
2025. We're gonna go on a world tour.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm thinking about what I have to do to make this look more like Katie. What is missing? Because like some things we do on lines like this, but other aspects will show more when I do the colors, because I can start working with volumes, you know, like more shape. So let me just try to do this so I can flip and see like this. Okay.
It already does. It already does look like Katie, to be fair.
Oh yeah,
You've done a good job
I
so
forgot something. I was planning to do like a mashup between the two references, so I have to do the flowers. I forgot.
Oh, nice. Oh, we love a flower crown. Let's go.
Okay, because I already did the hair, things like that, I'm gonna do the crown in another layer so I can blend it together.
Yeah, as Christina said, all of our streams are on YouTube. I'll put a link in the chat so you can find those.
Yeah.
There's a little tab on our YouTube channel called Live, and it has everything. Oh, Christina's already done it. Thank you so much. Amazing.
Yeah, you can find all of our previous streams. So all of the 8 other portraits I did, you can find on the other streams.
Yep.
And many more.
And many more. We've got material studies that Leoni does for us as well.
Yeah,
we do
a lot of dragons.
A lot of dragons. Every time Melissa's around, we'll do a dragon or a creature of some kind. Sometimes we do little bits of fan art. A few weeks ago, we did some Fallout fan art with Alex Alexandrov. That was great. And he used a program that wasn't Photoshop. He used like a really cool oil painting program. That was wild. Melissa just puts horse in chat. Horse. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You got to say it every time you mention YouTube. You got to do it, and ring the notification bell.
Yeah.
Don't forget to do that too.
Comment, like, and subscribe. Yes.
Speaking of, we are so close to our 2,000 follower goal, to our 2 million follower goal. We need 75 more followers before we get to 2,000, which is pretty close. We've got this 1,000 really quick. That these 900 odd people we got so quick. It's kind of crazy. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who has followed. If you don't follow already, then why not? We have loads of great content.
It only cost you $10. No, actually, it costs nothing.
It costs nothing. That's the beauty of following. It's free.
Okay. One thing that can be tricky sometimes is trying to avoid tangents and not like making. For example, this shape is a little bit boring at the moment because it's repeating the neck shape, but at the same time, I want this hair in these parts.
It's also like the same width. It was also the same width like the whole way down, right? So
yeah. If I do this, it's a little bit better, but it should also fit with this other strand of hair I did. Can be tricky. So in this one, I'm planning a lot when I'm doing this. It's better if I figure out things on drawing before I go to painting. I can figure these things while I'm painting, but it's harder, I think, to make changes. And if you already have a drawing that is pretty solid, it's way better for you later. So in terms of shapes, I think it looks cool. I just have to figure out the hair a little bit better.
Yeah, I think hair is something that has always sort of baffled me when watching artists draw or paint, because you have to try and make it look natural but not too messy. It's kind of trying to tame a kind of beast.
Yeah, for me, it always is about overall shape and gesture, like how it flows and how it fits with the rest of the image, right? So I think one of the one of the best tips for hair, I think, is not to worry too much about individual hair
strands.
Yeah. So try to be more like figure out the shape that you want and the overall thing first, and then like you can do smaller ones, but try not to lose control over it.
Yeah, you kind of want to work. You kind of want to work from the big shapes down to the smaller shapes.
Yes.
Yeah. Katie said that. Katie said, "I look like a hippie festival girl having the time of my life."
Yes.
Yeah.
Like an elf would do.
True. A hippie elf. I could imagine Katie like that.
You can draw a butterfly.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I'm too lazy to properly draw these flowers. This is one thing that I'll figure out on painting to make it look like it's something. It's okay like this. Okay. Let me go to color so we can go forward a little bit with this one. Because if I wanted to do two, today, like we usually do, I should be moving to the next one already.
Should you? We've only been going for like half an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, yes, it's 1 hour each. It's not half an hour each.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are good. We are good.
Yeah. I was like, man, we've lost a lot of time. I was like, I didn't realize we've been doing this for so long. And I looked at the clock. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I forgot that's 2 hour stream, not 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
So we are good. No worries.
Yeah. James Meffy says, I love the flowers. Yeah, they're nice.
Okay.
Laura, hello, Laura. Swoo Rats in the chat. She just puts, it's Katie. It is Katie. Yes. Drop the Katie Pure Ref mood board if the people need it. It's behind my head. Well done. There you go. Hello, Vac Phoenix. Happy New Year to you too. Hope you had a great December, great festive period.
Festividades.
But yeah, we're just having a nice chill stream today.
Yes. For me, it's always chill.
Taking it easy. Yeah, Leoni doesn't feel the pressure.
No
right?
stress.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Laura, I forgot you also did a drawing of Katie, right? A few months back. It makes sense that how you would remember that, how you would recognize that. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. A real life elf. Man, you're getting fans. You're getting fans, Katie. That's what I mean. We need you on. We need to get you on stream to please your fans.
True. Okay.
We need you on the world tour. Yeah. After Christmas, she was at a friend's party, and this lovely girl just told me, "You have a very angular face." And I think
Katie.
it was that moment. Yeah. This is Katie. She said she was at a friend's party, and a girl told her she had a very angular face, and at that point, she knew that she was destined to be an elf. Man, yeah, you're just born with elf genes. Thank you, Vac Phoenix, for the subscription with Prime. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your emotes. We're planning to have more come up soon. So elf genes.
I usually separate my layers in 3.
Mm-hmm.
One for the base, which is usually the skin tone. One for hair. And one for element details, clothing, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Leoni puts the color wheel on another monitor. Do you?
No color wheel for me.
You just don't. You
Color
don't
wheel
have
is
one
in my
whatsoever.
head. No.
Amazing.
Every time I want to pick colors, I do this, and I pick whatever I want.
Oh, so you like manually open it every time?
Yes.
Man.
The thing for me is that I don't like UI elements in general, so I have at the least amount of UI as I can. For example, after I selected my layers, I close the layers tab. So I have the move tool to auto select layers. So if I'm painting on the skin, painting like this, so I want to move to the hair, I just click the move layer and then paint the hair. So I going back and forth between my layers very quick, and like no UI elements in my site.
Is this a new thing? I swear this didn't happen before. I swear this wasn't like this before.
Like this what?
Like, did you always not have any UI stuff? Or did I just not realize it?
No, in general, I always work like that. But the difference right now is that the screen is bigger, so the UI elements are smaller. I used to work with a 16-inch screen, so the UI is a little bit bigger. This one is way smaller.
Man,
so that's one difference.
I never realized. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't use color wheel or like brush tabs or anything.
Laura's just like, what the hell? I've seen so many cursed color picking methods. Yeah.
Okay.
No, man. The man likes his.
I don't know why. I have a big screen and my drawing small like this. The thing is, the screen is so big that I if I do this, it's like I have to do big movements.
Big movements, yeah. You're like spreading your arm all the way across the desk.
So I'll probably work a little bit like this.
Sure.
Okay, so let me try to figure out the light and shadow that I want.
Sure. Ozuart said, "Hey Leoni, what kind of practice do you recommend to not fall too much into realism when doing portraits? I personally find it harder than any other part of stylized anatomy."
Yeah, it's actually hard. One thing that helped me a lot is even when I'm trying to do a realistic portrait, I start with a very organic and loose sketch. Like I try to over exaggerate stuff. So even if I was doing like this portrait, I would start very loose, because this one I'm trying to make it more stylized. But I would start the same way, but then later I would bring back the shapes that I over exaggerated, So I usually start very exaggerated. I don't know, like this. Like shapes very like this. And then I'm going to control them a little bit better while I'm doing, So that's what worked for me. It's like you use your eyes to observe the reference, but you have to let your hand do the movement, like let your hand be free to express yourself, like trust your instinct a little bit in this I think that's the thing. I learned to trust my instinct, like let my hand do the movement, and in the beginning can look weird, but after a while I'm going to polish a little bit and it will look cool. It just trust your instinct a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, I think if you start in really exaggerated if you start really exaggerating features, then you can always pull back.
Yeah.
You know, like if you give someone an absolutely huge chin, then you know that's fine. But if you don't like it that big, pull it back a little bit.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
And what I do also when I search for references, I search for references that already have very nice shapes that you can see, or people that are living caricatures, so they have like pretty strong features. It's easier for you if you're struggling with drawing interesting looking faces.
Yeah.
Start with references that are already pretty like out of the ordinary, you know. They are
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
interesting already.
There's a this is such a weird tradition, but it's like an English tradition held in like mostly in like countryside villages and stuff. And it's called gurning, and essentially it's like, man, how do you describe gurning to someone? You're like deliberately messing up your face like to make it look as weird as possible. So you're like sticking out your jaw and like moving your lips into like weird positions and stuff just to make your face look really odd.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if you looked up like gurning pictures, you could probably find something pretty funny
Oh yeah.
to stylize or caricature. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're pretty weird. They're really odd. Once again, it's one of those weird traditions that I don't know how it started or why it started, but it's a thing. It's like a funny face competition.
I know how it started. Someone that had a very ugly face, very weird looking face, said, "Hey guys, would be very funny if you do this."
If you
So
tried
I
this,
can
yeah.
feel, yeah, I can feel included in society a little bit better.
Oh, yeah, it's like a wholesome competition where people try and relate to this guy. That's 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 very un-British, but I'll accept it.
No, I was inventing while I was speaking, so it was not my first idea. Okay, what I usually do is that I try to apply a base for the skin tones, so I can do a shadow pass with blending modes on top. I already said that a million times, so but I always say again because we don't know if we have someone new here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we find ourselves answering the same kind of questions, but that's to be expected. But the more we answer the same question, logically, the better our answers are going to get. So,
Or not. Maybe
or
you
not.
just
Yeah,
start to get lazy and answer anything. The first time you get asked, "Oh, what brush do you use?" You just answer. But like in the
oh,
millionth
yeah,
time,
that's true.
it's just it. F-U.
The millionth
just...
time is when you just start going, Mooncolony brush. Is when that's
Yeah.
the millionth answer.
Yes. Oh, actually, I can paint Katie with Katie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Katie brush.
Would be amazing. Okay. I have a Katie brush. I forgot.
Why didn't we do a brush for everybody that we, as we were going along when we were painting them? We should have had a brush for everybody. Oh.
Okay, this is my Katie brush. Okay. With this is a photo of Katie with Beauty Pie or something.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
She was so happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say she looks so young, and yeah, it's because she was like 12.
Okay.
So
let's see.
That was the happiest day of Katie's life. Finally, the secret for good rendering is revealed. Oh yeah, this is what you've all been waiting for.
Yeah. And it would be totally weird if I paint Katie with my Jayden brush, right?
Yeah, that would be
would
odd.
not be appropriate. Would be I have to use the Katie brush.
Yeah. If you did that, I think the world would, like, the universe would collapse.
More than it's already collapsing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It'd be like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh, never heard this.
Have you not? It's like it's like saying it's the final straw, or
Yeah, like a final drop of water that's the thing that we use.
Yeah.
To say the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hi Leo, long time no see. Nice to see you again. Welcome. But no, I wouldn't say you're late. We've been going for about 50 minutes, but we have another portrait to do after this one, so you're not late. You're just early for the second half.
Actually, now I have to be a little bit quicker. Losing too much time on this. Okay.
Oh, did you just do the glasses with just a white square and then layer mode it?
Yeah, for now. Yeah, it's just a white square, 15%. It's just to have it, but then I work a little bit better on this after. Okay, actually the eyebrows a bit darker. Yeah, better on this. Maybe we should stop making fun with brushes and just do the actual work, you know.
What? No way. No way. When have we ever messed around so much that we're behind schedule? That's never happened.
Yeah, I never do that.
No.
Just work super seriously all day.
Yeah. Instead of work hard, play hard, we just work hard forever.
Yes.
Leo said the portrait's looking amazing. It is. He's doing a great job. And Crimson Ferno asks, do you guys experience hand pain after working for long periods? How tight do you grip your pen? I'm currently experiencing hand pain from overworking myself. Oh no. Well, take it easy for a start. You don't want to get carpal tunnel. That's bad. That hurts.
Yeah. I tend to grip very lightly. One thing that I do is that on the settings for the pen, I put the pressure curve up. So I do a little bit of pressure, and there's already a bunch of pressure, you know.
Yeah.
So if I want to go dark on this, I don't have to press too much. So if I want to have something that is very subtle, I have to press very gently, you know. And this helps me a lot, not putting too much stress into my right hand. Uh, Actually, sometimes I have more problem with the left hand because I do a lot of movements to do the just say the shortcuts, right?
Yeah.
So I move my left hand a lot.
Yeah. I think something to remember as well um, is to stretch, you know, or like uh, get some stretching in your wrists and
Yeah,
your fingers if you can, because holding a pen all day, and especially if you are having a tight grip, that's that can mess you up. Uh, yeah, as Checkered Cat says, yeah, maybe set a timer and stretch every now and then.
yes,
Um,
it's good.
they painted themselves into shoulder pain, so they try to get up every hour and stretch. Man, come on, guys. This is why we have the posture check. Posture check also includes stretching. Okay,
True.
it's important. In fact, just for that, I'm gonna put in my own posture check. Hold on. There you go. Posture check in. Now you all have to stretch. Make sure you're sat up straight. Yeah, that includes you, Leoni.
Yes.
Stretching once in 3 weeks, you mean? Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, Melissa,
Once
whatever
every
floats your
year.
boat. Yeah. But now, look after yourself. Look after yourself, everybody.
Okay, if I don't do great today, I'm gonna use this excuse that uh, I was 2 weeks without drawing, so
Yeah,
I'm bad at drawing.
it's okay. This is your warm up for being back in the hot seat.
Yeah.
But no, one of my New Year's resolutions um, is to start like looking after myself better, like physically. So you know, even if it's not necessarily going to the gym or anything, but even if it's just making sure that I go for walks and stretch every so often, because it's important.
Yeah, for me it's funny that I was every year doing the same promise, right? Oh, I will like start exercising or something, and
Mm.
then after many years not doing it, I just said, you know what? I'm not even gonna promise anymore. But
Yeah,
then some time has passed, and now I started to thinking about it again. Okay, this year I'm gonna look uh, a bit better, like with this type of thing. I'm gonna
mm.
exercise. So I have
I think.
like uh, a rowing machine, you know, something
Oh yeah,
for
nice.
making
Yeah, yeah.
exercises. But I started doing it, but then I traveled to the UK and hurt my foot, and I stopped and never come back.
Yeah, and
So
this
I
is
have
why
to
you
start.
don't come to the UK, everybody.
Okay, what is this?
Yeah, I think
80.
especially with uh, sort of New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, you have to be real. You have to be honest with yourself and think, am I actually gonna do this? You know, or am I just lying to myself? That's why mine is fairly straightforward. It's not anything that's too incredible. It's not like I'm saying I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week. So I know that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But
yeah,
I can.
I think even for drawing, some people do resolutions that are very difficult to commit. For
Yeah.
example, I will do a full painting every day or something. Oh, this is too much. I
Yeah.
think if you can commit doing at least half an hour of a study per day, it's already very useful. You know, you don't have to
Mhm.
overdo it.
Yeah.
At least for me, what works for me is when I create a routine that is not very complicated. So, I will do half an hour of this every day. So yeah, this I can do that. Even if I
Yeah.
have to like wake up at, half an hour early or stay up half an hour in the evening. I don't know
Mhm.
which one suits better for you.
I think probably waking up early. I think is probably better. But
Yeah, for me it's always better. Early is better than night for sure.
if you at least look in the direction of the gym, it's already some progress. That is true. That is true.
Mhm.
The only gym that I think I'm going to be going to this year is back to my climbing gym. Now that my ankle is finally fixed. Early last year I hurt my ankle and haven't been climbing since. But now it is most of the way there. Melissa says, I do not have New Year's resolutions. 3 a.m. resolutions, however, are a daily occurrence. Oh yeah. those laying awake in bed at 3 a.m. and just thinking, man, it's time for me to change my whole life.
Yeah. You know what? One thing that I always did is that doesn't matter when an idea appears, I'm gonna do it right away. You know. Like I did a bunch of stuff like this without any planning at all. I just started. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah. So let's start right now.
I think that's a good way to do it because you don't give yourself time to back out of it.
Overthinking.
You don't give yourself time to run away from it.
Yeah.
I need to do that, but just because I forget if I don't do it straight away.
Yeah.
Just letting you know that we are an hour in.
Yeah, I'm very slow
It's
today.
up to you. It's alright, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I think we're gonna keep with this one for now. Anyways.
Sure.
So people, oh, it's not the right blending mode. It was weird. Okay, actually, one thing that I always say is that I don't care too much about the color, shadow color right now. I'm just thinking about shadow shapes, and then I will mess up with the color of the shadow later.
Yeah. Jayden, what is your sun sign? I don't even know what a sun sign is. Is that a thing? I know my star sign.
Your sun sign, I think, is your regular sign. I think.
Oh, so it's just the same as like a star sign?
Yeah, I think so.
I
don't know.
Oh, but I'm a Capricorn anyway. As a star sign, I'm a Capricorn.
My sign is pepperoni pizza.
Hell yeah, dude.
Mine is pretty easy to figure out. You have 1 in 12 chances to figure out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm terrible with birthdays. I barely remember my friends' birthdays. I barely remember my own birthday. Someone wished me happy birthday, and I forgot that it was my birthday until they told me. He's a Capri Sun? Yeah, I'm a Capri Sun. If Leoni isn't a Leo, I'm a throw hands. Are you
got
actually a Leo?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'm a full Leoni.
That's amazing. Katie was about to smack someone if you weren't a Leo. She asked when's your birthday. I totally forgot. It was fairly recently, wasn't it? It wasn't that long ago.
Whose birthday? Mine?
Yours, yeah.
Was August.
Yeah.
Augusto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know what my star sign or sun sign says about me, but who knows? I like it though.
It
It's got a
says
cool
that
symbol.
Yeah, it says that you're destined to become a community manager.
Wow. Oh my god, these things are so accurate. It's kind of scary how accurate they are.
Yes. Okay. Let me figure out what I want to do with this. Shadows. Maybe with this one I can go a little more soft in terms of contrast. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it kind of fits the vibe.
Yeah. Are you gonna change the background color?
Yeah, I always put or black or white background. Or it will be like this probably at the end.
Yeah. I think the rest of them were black, right? So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I'm not caring too much about make this fit with the others. So
Yeah.
I have this as reference, but I will not care too much.
Mm-hmm. Vax, once you
Probably
dive
I will
deeper
do.
Oh no, you go ahead. I'll carry on after.
Probably I will do something different than this, just this blue backlight, which is a cheap trick. I will not do this here. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know.
The old reliable. It's not a cheap trick. It's the old reliable trick.
Okay, maybe.
But yeah, Vax said once you dive deeper and look into your full birth chart, it'll be even more scary accurate. Man, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. I think I've looked into it before, but I was confused, so I quickly left. I have a deck of tarot cards, but I have no idea how to use them. I got them just because I liked the pictures on them. They're actually on my desk right here. These were the Rider-Waite ones, the classics. But I like the pictures. That's the only reason I have them. I have no idea what I'm doing with them.
You know what? I will try something here. So one thing that is good, if I insist on this one, is that I don't have to rush and have something that is quick for me to go to the next one. So what I have here in this photo is that actually these parts, all of this part is shadow probably, and the light is on the back right here. So you can see like a very strong backlight. So actually the light is clipping to full white, probably here and here. So this is actually very interesting. It can be very pleasant in terms of light and shadow. So, for example, you can see that the shadows in this part are just the what we call the ambient occlusions, right? So this is a deeper shadow, and like everything else, it's even lit or something. So the top planes are bluish because it the sky is hitting more of the top planes than the planes that are going down. So probably the light is hitting the skin and bouncing back. So here is a little warmer. So this, as a reference, is cool. In this scenario, for example, the sun is on the front, like top. So you can see the shadows very sharp, which make it easier to draw the shapes. Usually, I like drawing shadows like this, but at the same time, if you go soft like this, you can create very pleasant light situations also. Like here, I did very strong shadows, but because I had two light sources, one kind of blocks the shadow of the other or something. Yeah, but you can see, like, I like to do sharp shadows in general.
Yeah.
Let's see. Actually, I think I'm going to try to do this more like this reference. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a mask like this. So if I paint, I'm gonna paint on these parts. So with normal layer, I'm gonna start to figure out this. So bluish tones first. But
Checkered Cat has said, I like how it went from the forces of darkness to the forces of light with this portrait. Unless it's a secretly evil elf. Yeah, it's like the Halloween batch with the bad guys, the second batch with a party of heroes sent to defeat them, and then this is the quest giver. This is the good person who sent them on their way.
yeah, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with Lewis later.
Yeah.
If this is the good guys.
Hippie elf NPC quest giver. Yeah, exactly.
The elf that look young but have like 1,000,000 years or something.
Yeah. Yeah. She looks 25, but really she's 350. Please gather me some mushrooms from the Fey Forest for reasons.
Yeah, okay, so I did this, which is introducing a little bit of this bluish hues on the top planes on the skin, and a little bit of warm tones on the side of the face. So I'm being super soft with this because in this situation, I want to create a light and shadow that is more soft. so I'm not very strong for now. But let me try to do the backlight parts to see if it's going to look correct. Okay, let me try this. Yeah, you can see that only by starting doing that, you can start seeing this as a shadow part, because I have like a stronger light in that position. Yeah. Probably after I put all of the colors, I will fix a little bit of the proportions, things that can be annoying. For example, I think the chin, I will make it a little bit smaller. I don't know. It's and I'll try to figure out this light and shadow first.
Looking at her now, I feel like she's about to sing a song or something. I don't know why. It's that like closed eyes but peaceful look. Like she's about to sing some emotional song about how much she loves the forest or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, this is a normal layer, but then I can start figure out. Maybe I can do this like a color dodge. So if I make this more saturated, probably. Come on, work, Photoshop, help me.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, so everything I did with colors right now, I would consider this to be a preparation stage before I actually blend everything on a normal layer and paint, you know.
Yeah.
So I have everything separate, so it's easy for me to change stuff. For example, if I want to make these lights another color, another hue, I can do it. For example, this looks cool also.
Yeah, that's nice.
Bluish tone. But I'm gonna keep the warm tone. Okay.
Yeah, that was one step away from the blue rim light.
True. Have to stop painting everything the same.
Says who?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think this is kind of working. Let me figure out what to do with these flowers. I'm not happy with this. I think I have to figure out the base color.
I can't even remember what color the flowers were in the first place, like in the picture. I know it's black and white, but I was there when the photo was taken.
You did not know that Emra wear glasses. Come on.
That is true.
How can you remember the?
That is a very good colors. Point. I totally forgot. Man. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Melissa. Everyone, make sure you have a drink. Leo said, "Thank you, Melissa. I was about to die of dehydration."
Yeah, me too.
Man, you can, Leo. You can redeem your own hydrate. You know, there's no. You don't have to wait until someone else does it if you want to have a drink.
Oh, I just realized that we have new colors here on the layers tab.
Oh my god.
What?
Photoshop is really pushing the boat out.
Yeah, sea foam. This is new.
Wow, that's nice. I like that.
Nice color.
Sea foam is nice. Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Here we go. Katie said those flowers are red/deep pink. But for her new LARP character, they're black, but they can be any color. Yeah. They don't have to be deep red.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Leo, that is how that works. You're allowed to redeem your own hydrates if you want to. If you fancy a little drink. Melissa's cooking, but it's war in the house, but also war? Do you mean warm? I'm hoping you mean warm and not war. But also outside, so everyone needs to drink water. Yeah. It's important.
The brush, the shape of the brush.
Just a massive Katie head. What's the Katie brush good for? That's the real question. Because I think you said mine was good for I can't remember, like I think mine was good for like fur or like beards. But what's Katie's good for?
For drawing elves, of course.
Elves. Perfect.
Elves that look like Katie. This is what she's good for.
It's niche, but it works.
Yeah, it's a very niche type of brush,
Yeah.
but give you the best results.
Yeah. Next time a client is like, "Hey, we want you to make an elf." It's like, "Nah, don't worry. I have the perfect brush for this."
No, but it should be
But it has
something
to
like,
look like,
oh, you need to make you an elf that have pink hair and wear glasses and with a flower crown. Oh, okay, I know exactly what you mean.
perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So I started adding a little bit more variation form here on the shadow part. This is a multiply layer.
Yep.
Okay. Now this is the Katie brush that I'm using.
I like the texture in the hair. It's nice.
Okay, let me think about to do with this gold.
Leo said they like they love the amount of depth the drawing already has. Yeah.
Yeah, for people that have the tendency to zoom in too much, you can see that I did not do this a single time. And you can see, like, if you look up close, it's very loose.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're struggling with having a painting that is concise, like readable. Usually you're focusing too much on details and probably losing the read on the values,
Yeah.
So don't zoom in too much.
Opalescent said, "I feel called out."
Yeah, exactly you. I was thinking about you.
Yeah. I just zoomed out. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
There's
I
it
know
happens a
someone
lot.
that paints like this. I'm not calling
Yeah.
names, but she's probably on the chat. Paints like this all the time. And I said, you know what? You can have a a secondary screen with your image. You don't have
Yeah.
to do this every time.
Yeah. It happens a lot. I know um, there was somebody in the Discord who used to do that a lot as well. But they would spend like 99% of their time just zoomed right the way in. They were working on teeny tiny little details.
Oh, yeah, I never do that.
Melissa just put Melissa just put a crying face in the chat. Was like, it's not that I have to, it's that I want to.
No, I was not talking about you, Melit.
Although you did just own up to something. It wasn't even you that we were being called out, but now we know. Checkered Cat is especially interesting when someone makes a video lapse of it. It makes me dizzy. Oh man. Oh
Yeah. Are people that keeps doing this all the time? Whoa.
yeah, yeah. But then why would
Yeah.
you record that same canvas? Like, you can make another canvas and have it still. You don't have to record the one that you're moving around all the time.
Yeah. My life changed after I realized that.
Yeah. The one upside of Procreate time lapse is that it doesn't show all your zooming. Oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't know Procreate had like a
Yeah.
built-in time lapse feature. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it also don't count your Control Z, which is amazing. So every time you do a stroke and back up from that and do another one, it doesn't count that. So
Oh.
you probably saw a bunch of artists, like if you watched uh this type of content, that do this, they do this, Control Z, this, Control Z, this, Control Z. This is very annoying to watch. Like
Yeah.
for every stroke, the person do 10 strokes. It's very
Yeah.
weird for me, anyways. I don't do this at all. I I try not to, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, actually, I merged everything because I'm going to start blending a little bit this. I started using the um, smudge tool on Procreate, and it's very nice. But here on Photoshop,
Yeah.
I didn't start using it. Maybe I
Yeah.
should to blend shapes a little bit better. Could be
It's
a
worth giving it a shot.
2024 resolution.
Yeah, there you go. There's your resolution. Is use the smudge tool in Photoshop. Um, I don't know if it's my connection or your connection, but the stream is a little bit choppy.
It's
I
lagging.
think on my end.
Mm.
Yeah, a little bit. It's clearing up a little bit now, but we can't do much about it. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Um, I said it's hard to see changes on a second canvas. So if you want to see tools size, why would you? Why you need to see the first canvas? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I think it's Leoni because Jayden is moving smoothly. Nice. Well, sorry about that.
Sucks to be
The
me.
draw the Photoshop doesn't seem to be too choppy, but we'll have to roll with it for now, unfortunately.
Okay, maybe now it's the time for me to start using the this much.
Yeah, give it a shot.
String. Keep 40%. Yeah. Actually, it behaves a little bit different, so I'm not gonna use it. Yeah, it behaves a little bit more like Liquify, which actually pushes things around. I don't know if it's the setting or something, but on Procreate I have set to a way that just adds like some texture in the edges. So if I have a texture brush like this on the edge between two shapes, it will add this characteristic to the edge, something like that.
Okay, cool.
Which is cool, because if I only do sharp edges everywhere, I can come in and do that later.
Yeah.
To fix a little bit of this.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, as you say, maybe it's a setting you can turn on or something like that.
Yeah, I just have to tweak how the tool behaves. There's settings to be tweaked. We're not gonna do this now.
And Leo said that you might need a better smudge brush rather than the default Photoshop one as well. That could probably help.
No, only default brushes and Mooncolony brushes.
It's true. You just need to find the right. Mooncolony employee to have as your smudge brush.
Yes. Maybe Alan could be a smudge brush.
Maybe, yeah. Checkered Cat says, yeah, in Photoshop they have to tinker with the settings like spacing and scatter. Mixer brushes feel a little bit better with edges for them though.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I think the only time when I try to mess up with mixer brushes, my computer at the time was not very good, so it was a no-go because it's very laggy. But now probably I could try to start using it.
What exactly do mixer brushes do then?
I think it behaves a little bit more like a wet paint brush, like more realistic in a sense that when you apply paint on top of what you had already, it blends a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so it's more like an oil paint kind of thing. Yeah, as Checkered Cat says, it's more like an oil paint.
The thing is, every time I try to use fancy brushes that create like unexpected results because they blend with things that are already on canvas. I don't know. For me, it's hard to predict what I'm gonna get, so I usually just go with the regular round brush because I know what I'm going to get.
Yeah.
But it's nice if you allow yourself to test a little bit more. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I usually don't do this often. I just want expected results.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier just to stick with what you know, I suppose.
Yeah, especially if you're streaming and want to end up with a image that is half decent.
Oh, okay. Melissa said you can do a bunch of stuff with mixer brushes. You can copy paste textures into a brush so it's like a stamp. You can draw tubes that look 3D, or just add nice
Oh
traditional
yeah,
looking
I saw
textures.
it. Like the tube thing, it's weird, but you can kind of, like, if you want to draw an arm, you already do the shadow part, the highlights and everything. You just draw a tube and okay, it's already rendered or something.
What? That's okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, the thing for me is that while I use blending modes and things like that, the way I think it's very straightforward, I think. So I don't care too much about trying to find fancy ways of doing stuff.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. If you know your way, if you know your way around Photoshop and you have your own ways of doing things, very often it can take you longer or be more disruptive to try and shoehorn in a fancier way of doing things. If you can get the job done doing what you always do, then why not?
Yeah, the thing is, in this industry, being efficient, being fast with stuff can be a good thing for you, because especially if you're working as a freelancer, sometimes you have
Yeah.
to draw a bunch of stuff. You have to meet deadlines that can be unrealistic sometimes. So if you have a
Yeah.
bunch of tools that you can use to streamline your process, it's better for you if you need to use it. Of course, like, I think most of us prefer having the time to do stuff without rushing, but with it's not always possible, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Checkered Cat says you can also use it to cheat and copy paste foliage that will already have color variation.
Yeah.
And
Why would you want to draw foliage? That's the thing. Like, from scratch, every single foliage.
I'm sure there's
Kinda.
someone out there who really loves doing that. You know, there's somebody out there who loves it.
Yeah, for traditional artists, they will say everything we do in digital is cheating. So flipping the canvas is cheating, you know.
Yeah.
Undoing is cheating.
Yeah, Checkered Cat says that they love painting foliage in gouache. There's no copy painting there. Copy pasting. I think I say copy painting. Yeah. No
Copy
pasting
painting. What the hell?
Katie said, "Oh my god, my tattoo appeared." Oh yeah. When did you do that?
In the 5 seconds you were not looking at the screen.
I was gonna say, there's not very often that I've looked away from the screen today.
Yeah, I just did it.
Very cute.
Okay, one trick that I always use to make the light look more like a sunlight is to do this, which is to add red saturation on the edge of the light.
Yeah.
a little bit of what we call surface scattering, subsurface scattering.
Mm-hmm.
You can do in a way that looks kind of like unrealistic, but it can look cool, if you control it. Let's see. For example, I added as a color dodge. Look as like how much better it looks in terms of light.
Yeah.
It's very pleasant.
That's nice.
Okay.
Just letting you know, we've got about 20 minutes, so
Okay.
we might as well carry on with this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, we can do Lewis another time. I'm sure he'll understand.
Yeah.
You're too fun to paint, Katie.
True. Actually, this thing about we do like we're doing 2 people per stream, or doing like the material study and also a creature design or something in one stream. It's it's not my idea, okay? I prefer taking my time, going slow.
Yeah, I know. I know. I put a
And
lot
like
of a lot of hope on you guys. A lot of pressure on you guys.
when I'm painting like this, one thing that it's enjoyable for me is that I don't have to be super decisive. I can back away from things that I do and change it. But if I'm on the like 1 hour mode, I have to. I cannot commit mistakes. I have to be very efficient.
Yeah.
Okay, so I merged this. Now it's time. I will probably liquify the face a little bit to see if I want to change the proportions. So usually I do this point. So let me try.
This is the part where she melts into a big puddle on the canvas.
One of the best words in Portuguese is our translation for blender, like the machine, the blender machine. We call it liquidificador, which would be liquefier. Which is a nice name for a alien gun or something. The liquefier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like
it's nice and simple.
I'm toning down some shapes. So here I can demonstrate a little bit of what I was saying about the. I start very stylized and then I tone back down. So I'm going to do this probably. So it's less distorted.
Oh yeah, it's subtle, but it makes a difference.
Yeah, it's a lot of difference. So I make the back side of the head a little bigger, the forehead a little bit bigger. So it's like the shape on top it's a little more like this now.
Mm-hmm.
And like I backed away the chin a little bit, too much. I think it looks more pleasant now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those small changes make it feel less of a caricature.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing with the glasses? You just like erasing bits, or are you filling in with color?
Yeah, I erased just a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because if I change the background color, I have some kind of transparency there,
Yeah.
even if it's just a little.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now after all of this time, I will zoom in a little bit and figure out the smaller shapes. One thing that I like to do is putting a little bit of outline on my stuff.
Just on the sort of don't know what you call them, like internal shapes, like on the noses and stuff like that, or
Yeah, like usually on the most defining features, I
okay.
put a little bit of outline, and also in the edges of the image also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like seeing uh the I like seeing the outlines because I think it helps with definition quite a lot. It
Yeah,
just makes it pop a bit more
it
as well. It's nice.
yeah, it holds the shapes a little bit better or something.
Yeah.
But I don't use black for the outlines.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it will depend on the context, but here I'm gonna use like a warm tone.
Yeah. And you use that same tone going the whole way around, even though it might not
No,
be in light. Oh, okay, so you do change it as you go along.
yeah. It will
Yeah.
be relative to the, the tone I need for that area.
Mm-hmm.
Because here
Sure.
it's like in the light, so it will be very bright, and here will be
Mm-hmm.
dark.
Yeah. That sounds good. Checkered Cat says they love the subtle transition from cool on the top to warm. It's so nice. Yeah, like on the forehead, I think.
Yeah, one thing that, especially for things like human skin, uh,
Mm.
these variations is what give life to the skin, you know. So you have parts that are very gray, and some that can be like more yellow, and some that are more orange, saturated, you know. Like if you have a little bit more variation, it will look way better.
Hmm. Yeah, they won't end just looking like a plastic doll.
Yeah, yeah. It's very common for people to stay too much on the same hue. You know, they pick
Hmm.
colors here, and they don't change this too much. So
Yeah.
in general, try to mess up with the hue a little bit more.
I think that kind of thing is shown quite well in the monsters, in the monster
Oh yeah,
portraits that we did.
yeah.
There's no
Especially
fear
if you're
there on
drawing a
the screen.
creature, you can vary the skin tone a lot. You don't need to
Mm.
be, for example, in a girl face, you're not going to do that. But in general, like what we can do is make this part more bluish. But if I do this, will look like she have a beard or something. But in
Yeah.
general, it's a nice trick. So the forehead, in general, you can go yellow. The middle part, a little more warm, like this,
Yeah.
and the bottom part more blue.
Yeah, she had stubble there for a second.
And of course, it will depend a lot on the skin tones and also the light condition. Uh,
Sure.
these things vary a
As
lot,
with,
so that's why we
yeah,
use references, referencias. You don't have to
it always
imagine
comes back
stuff. You
to
can use
references.
reference.
Yeah.
But like when I'm painting this, I'm not 100% following the reference. I'm following all of my previous knowledge,
Yeah.
how to do this. Like I painted skin a million times.
Hmm.
I know what I like, so I can focus on that.
I can't remember. I can't remember who it was. I remember hearing somebody say like, why are you thinking so much? You don't need to think so much. You just need to find a good reference. Let that do the thinking for you. It's like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
especially when it comes to like poses and stuff. If you're doing, if you're finding like references for a pose, it's like, well, it's already there. Yeah, you don't need to think so much about it.
Or you can do your own references. That's the thing. For
Yeah.
poses, sometimes it's hard to find the exact same pose that you need. So
Yeah.
should your own references.
Hmm.
The phone of a real artist is full of weird selfies that make no sense. Like you doing a weird arm pose.
Yeah.
That's quite
Yeah.
good. Or pretending that you are in pain, like receiving
Yeah.
an electrical shock or something. Say, what the
Yeah.
hell? What?
Someone goes
What
through
the
your
hell?
phone and they're just like, what is going on? Checkered Cat says, I have so many weird pictures of my hands in weird, cringy poses.
Oh yeah.
It's just, that's just the life you live. It's when you have like a secret, you have like a secret folder in your phone no one else knows about. It's like hidden away somewhere that has all of your cringy references in it. Please delete my reference folder if I die without looking at them.
Please.
It's just a folder that
Well,
says like, Mom, Dad, do not open.
I actually don't have reference saved. I shoot new references every time.
How is it you delete them?
Yeah, For example, I need a hand pose. I'll do this for the camera, print screen, use it, delete it. You know, and then
Smart
if I
man.
need the same pose, I do the same thing again.
He's brave.
Or stupid. You don't know.
Sometimes there's a different branch of the same tree.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I always say that people don't have flaws, and they have characteristics. So
Yeah.
they can use their characteristics for good and bad.
Yeah. Crimson Ferno said, when adding hue variations, how do you avoid making the colors look muddy?
I don't know. What I do is I uh, don't blend too much on the actual image. Like I just overlay colors. What I do is that I go like after I blend two colors, I go in the place where the two colors meet and put a third color that is intentional, that I want that color there. So if you're blending warm and cool tones, that they tend to go very gray in the middle. So what I did here, I introduced a little bit more warmth here in the cheek, right?
Yeah.
Um, so it's a little bit more intentional, not just, oh, let Photoshop decide for you. Because if you do that, yeah, you can have the tendency to be very muddy.
Yeah. I seem to remember. I've got it written down somewhere. In our stream that we did with Alex Heath a few weeks back, he spoke a little bit about muddied colors, mostly when doing like ambient occlusion, but it's still worth looking at. Hold on, I'll find it.
My trick is on my deeper shadows, I always go saturated. It can look unrealistic maybe sometimes, but for the style that I like, it works out. Having more saturation in my shadows.
There we go. I found it. I'll put a link in the chat. It should be time-stamped. So if you want to look at what Alex Heath says about it, then go ahead.
Yeah, actual professional, yeah. The things about
you're
what he does.
You're an actual professional too, Leoni.
That just don't do like random stuff. Thinks about stuff. Every time people ask me, how do you pick colors? I said, I don't know. I just
do it.
Try not to mess up my values, but the colors are whatever. I think look pretty. So you can see that I did not do the value check too much, but I'm confident that it works in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to do this too much because it's already like ingrained in my brain.
Yeah, getting to know colors and their relationships with each other is difficult. It's something that I struggle with my like miniature painting. When I do it, it can be quite hard. But then I have to mix a lot of my own colors, which makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, because in physical media like traditional, you don't have every single color available. You have to
Yeah,
mix colors.
yeah. And I'd be like, oh, I need a highlight for this green. So I'm like, well, it needs to be quite warm, so maybe I'll mix it with some yellow, and then it just doesn't work out the way I want it to, and it just looks nasty. I'm like, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. It's just
Yeah, and the thing about also physical media is that every type of painting will blend differently a little bit. It's not super
yeah,
cohesive every time, you know.
yeah. Oh yeah, I only just noticed the flowers that are like red going into blue and then into green as well.
The hell is this, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Oops.
was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, the thing is, I always focus too much on the faces and I don't care too much about everything else. It's always like
You're
that on my
focusing on
paint.
the focal point. You know, it's the focal point. It's, that's allowed, right?
Yeah, but I have to at least work a little bit on the rest of what I did. Did I do?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try this. Okay, we are almost done.
Yeah, nearly there.
Done in time, not the drawing, because I could spend a little bit more on this.
Ah, you've done well. You've done well. Considering you've just come back from like a 2 week break, or even a bit longer than that, isn't it? 2 and a bit weeks.
It's like, I don't want to draw,
How do I
but you
draw?
have to go sit and draw. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember how to do it.
that was that was like me today getting ready for the stream. I was like, I haven't streamed in like almost 2 weeks. I'm like, it's doesn't something's not right. I feel like I'm missing something or I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah. Mm, okay.
Checkered cats. I would forget what a pen looks like in 2 weeks. You sit down, you're like, what's my job again?
But
Okay.
I actually draw a little bit, but I draw on the iPad and I draw
Hmm.
paper. This one.
You you actually used a notebook or a sketchbook?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually bought a new one that is pretty cool.
Oh,
Let me grab
nice.
to show you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you, Ignacio, for the posture check. No, now we get to see Leonie's camera has decided to focus on, or let's see, nothing. It focused on his amp for a little while. He went to posture check. Yeah, he did.
Okay, I think we are done with the painting for now, anyways.
And you did a good job. 2 hours. Your first time back in like 2 weeks. You did a good job.
Okay, so this is what we did in the last. The butterfly flew away.
Bye bye.
This is what we fixed on the proportions and added a little bit of brush strokes.
Yeah, really nice job.
Okay, can you see my camera? This is
Oh
the.
yeah.
Oh, let me just turn off this crap. This is like
Oh, cool.
a grayish tone paper, so I can add white to it, you know.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if it's going to be visible, but like this is cool. Chimp is cool. Have some white add to it, which is cool. Like it's if on a scale from 0 to 10, this would be like 3 or 4 in terms of how dark it is, because if I show it like this, it looks very white, but it's not. It's very gray, the paper.
Yeah, you can tell it's gray.
Yeah, this one, for example, you know, it's you
nice.
can see how I use the white to put the light. This is very cool, and this is from a picture I took on the Natural History Museum when I was in the.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's super cool. I'm doing some studies based on the photos I took, and this paper is super nice. So I actually planning to put some a notebook. I don't know how it's called, the wire here, because yeah. So I can keep all of the paper here, because the first one is already
just in sheets
like
right now.
Yeah, it's almost detaching. So I just have to put some holes here to put a wire to make this into a single thing. Because if I have paper loose, I will lose them.
Yeah.
I need them to be together. And also it's good when you can like take off one of the pages that are not as cool. You messed up, did something.
Yeah, no, that's nice though. That's cool. It's nice to see that you're doing more traditional
Yeah,
work
it's
as
cool.
well. Yeah, nice change. But awesome. I think that's all the time we have. Oh, I see we did get a last hydrate, so I will do that. I saw you just took a drink as well.
Thank you, guys.
So thank you very much. Thank you. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's been nice to hang out with you today. And once again, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. Hopefully, this should be an exciting year for us here at Mooncolony. We've got a lot more content coming up and planned, but stick around. Next week on Wednesday, we'll have Melissa on doing some master studies for us. So come along with that, and you can join in. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, Leoni, for coming back. I know you've only been back like 2 days, so I appreciate it. But stick around, and we'll find someone for us to raid. So thanks again. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the week, and I'll see you soon. So bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.